So Friday happened, right? So on that day, at my fence, the police officer pulled up right there because I was pulling into my yard. That day, I was coming from Lowe's, right? I was getting some wood and some privacy fencing. The privacy fencing is right there, as you can see right there. So now, I was gonna do my yard work and my DIY project stuff. That's what my intentions were doing. That's what my mind was set on. So let me demonstrate for you, right? So I'm getting out the car. Right? And then I'm walking around. So I see him right here. He says, yo, raging, like not raging, but like he's like eagerly coming at the car. So I'm like, put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your head. And I'm standing here like, yo, for what? And he's like, put your hands behind your back. So I come over here around. I open the door, get my kids out the car. I told him get out the car. So he's standing in front of me. So he's probably like maybe this far from the car. He's like right here, and I'm right here. So I'm standing right here. I'm like, for what? He said, put your hands behind your back. He kept repeating himself like a broken record, and I had to repeat myself like a broken record. So my 6-year-old starts crying because he sees somebody in front of me telling me what to do. You know, they sense certain things that we don't. But I tell them, okay, go in the house. So I say, yo, either you tell me what's going on, or you get in your car and drive off and leave me alone. So he's like, I was speeding. I'm like, I was speeding. I'm like, no, I wasn't speeding. I was speeding. Everybody around me, and I mean everybody around me, was driving slow. So you know how when you're driving, right, and I say you see an open space, so you cut them off. You see another open space, so you cut them off. That's what I was doing. I call that zigzagging. That's what I was doing. Now, when I was driving down 19, now anybody who know me know 19 screwed, especially between 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock, right? So 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I'm driving, right? Traffic, of course, there's always going to be traffic around that time. He told me I was doing a high speed, it was a high speed chase on 19th, because he put that in a report. Like, how the heck I'm going to be speeding down 19th, right? If you understand what I'm saying, how I'm going to be speeding down 19 with traffic around me? Everybody was driving slow as fuck. And then he put, I ran the red light. Really? All right. Now, you police officers are known for lying. So when one of y'all decide to be honest with yourselves for once, it'll be a miracle. Now, I don't care what nobody says, as long as I'm not saying nobody's name. I can express what the fuck I went through. So since I said no, I'm not putting my hands behind my back, and I did resist for force, and I'm gonna tell you why I resisted for putting my hands behind my back. He's not giving me an opportunity to call anybody because I'm by myself. I'm the only adult in the house, so he's not giving me an opportunity to call someone and say, yo, can you come get my kids? Because the officer's outside telling me I put my hands behind, I'm getting arrested for whatever reason he think I did. He's not letting me do anything with my kids. He's just telling me, put my hands behind my back, like he's saying, fuck my kids. I told him straight up, yo, if I go to jail, I will be in violation of court order. And all he did was have a smirk on his face, like he was happy to hear that. Really? Okay. He told me he was behind me the whole time driving, like, yo, I didn't see you. I didn't. I had opened the car door like this and showed him that I had privacy fencing in my backyard. Not in my backyard, in my back car. I had 3 plus wood in the car. He looked. He saw it. And all he did was just look at me and had a smirk on his face like he didn't give a fuck. So I said, yo, just go write me a ticket and be on your way. He said, it don't work like that. I don't care how it works, but you don't come in my yard to put your hands behind your back and expect me to do it and not telling me why. So then it becomes, he starts grabbing my hand. Once he starts grabbing my hand, so remember, he's standing right here in front of me. I'm standing by the car. So he's grabbing my hand. He's trying to grab me, right? I'm like, yo, let me go. So I said, call for backup, because I'm not putting my hands behind my back. So he called for backup. I shit you not, I think about I think it was probably 1, 2, 3, 4. It could have been like five, maybe 7 cop cars going that way, and maybe 5 or 7 going that way. So it probably was close to 20 cop cars out here. Close, not exactly close to that. So, and all the majority of them was white. I'm sorry if it sounds racist. I don't care if it is what it is. I always, one thing about me, I'm gonna say what's on my mind, regardless of how anybody takes it. I'm honest, I'm gonna be truthful. Because a lot of people ain't honest and truthful. They scared. I'm not scared. They weak, I'm not weak. Alright? It was like, and the majority of them were just white police officer cars. So they get out the car, right? They come. Then I'm standing right here, so now I'm facing the car like this. So I'm facing the car. So the one who was trying to arrest me was to the left of me, and he was trying to like wrestle me. And then another police officer car pops up right there, walks into my yard right here, and then he comes to my right of me, which is here, and then he starts pulling on my arm. So I'm like, what is he doing? So I'm still standing strong, still trying to, you know, I'm holding my ground, because ain't nobody finna slam me on the ground. Not even a man. I ain't finna let no man put me on the ground and do what he wanted me. Not at my house, and I'm the only one at this house take care of it. No, there is no way I'm finna let no man put his hands on me no any kind of way and do whatever he wants to me any kind of way. So he's grabbing me on the arm, grabbing me on the arm, still grabbing me. I'm still standing, still grabbing me. I'm still standing. Like, now I'm looking at him, how he's pushing me, holding me, how he's pulling me, and it looked like he wanted to slam me onto the ground. Right? You're not gonna get me on the ground, baby. For one, you don't even know I'm pregnant, and you just want to slam me on the ground like that? Nah, that's not gonna happen. Then another police officer showed up, some fat nigga, some fat bitch, whatever. I don't care. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. He comes walking into my yard, boom, 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 like he about to have a stampede or something. He gets up behind me and pushes me up against the car. So now I'm like this, I'm still doing this right here. I don't care. Ain't no, like I said, you're not even giving me opportunity to call somebody and say, yo, come get my kids. I'm the only adult in the house. So my friend did that. Oh, you should have just put your hands behind your back. Like, yo, the system is shady. I'm not gonna cooperate with they sorry ass. And then I wanted to say out loud too, y'all weak. It took 3 of y'all just to put me in handcuffs. I don't work out, but I'm a single mother with 3 kids. That's where my strength has come from. You get what I'm saying? So I carry groceries, I carried them on the bus. You know what I'm saying? I had to walk home with them with no car. I'm tough. I've been through a lot. Ain't nobody for to break me or put me in a hole. And I ain't gonna let nobody do that, not even a man. You hear that, right? All you hear is sirens in my neighborhood. I live in the hood. That's all you hear is sirens. The police officer said, you didn't hear me behind you? Like, yo, my radio is on for one. My kids are in the back fighting and arguing because they're sitting too close to each other. And on top of that, I told him I live in the hood. I told him I live in the hood. There's always sirens. He said, oh. He just looked at me. Yet again, smirked. Like, he didn't care. So I'm like, oh, well, whatever with you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever with you. So after they did that, they put me in handcuffs. They put me in the back of the seat of the police car. The police car was right there. They put me in the back car. I told them straight up, what you do unto others will be done unto you. What y'all do unto others will be done unto you. I told them that. I said, y'all real shady, man. Y'all real shady. So after I'm sitting in the cop car, my daughter, she's screaming in rage because she wants to know what they doing to me. She's like yelling out, she didn't do nothing wrong. She didn't do nothing wrong. So I'm yelling at them, y'all assholes. I'm like, get away from my cup. I'm yelling at them, y'all assholes. Y'all straight assholes. That's all y'all are, straight assholes. I'm yelling at them, they assholes. They are. And I told that police officer, the only reason why you arrested me because you had nothing better to do. The last time I've been to jail was 2013 because my license was suspended, but I did not know my license was suspended. So my only thought was that I was late on my insurance because my insurance was late. I didn't pay it on time. So, and they know this already about me. So I guess they suspended it. They didn't send me a letter indicating my license has been suspended. So I had to deal with that. So I think at that time in 2013, they had like a lookout for my vehicle. So I think this was the same thing now. So I think they fuck with the same people like every now and then. So you think about it, it's 2013, it's 2021 now. I'm not a troublemaker. I don't go to jail. I don't do none of that. I'm quiet. I stay to myself. I don't fuck with nobody. One thing I can't stand is for somebody to mess with me knowing I'm not bothering them. I hate that. I don't like miserable people. I hate miserable people. I really do. Like, why are you unhappy? Find something that makes you feel good. Find something that makes you get up in the morning and say, yes, this is me. I mean, like, come on now. So I'm going to jail. I told the police officer, all you gotta do is come in people's lives and fuck up shit and make it worse. That's all they do. You're not good for calling for help, because then you just arrest, you just make assumptions and shit. I was going to jail and I seen that tow truck. I was like, yo, is that tow truck for my car? I asked him that. He said, yep. I said, for what? He said, it's protocol. Protocol, my car is in my fucking front yard. So he towed my car right here out of my fucking front yard. After he towed it out of my front yard, right? I don't know, I didn't see it, but I left before that happened. So I was screaming, like, fuck you, I don't give a shit. They can kiss my ass, all of them. I don't like police officers. They all shady. They were shady in the 90s and the 60s and the 70s. They were shady. They're shady now. They'll probably be shady in the future. Guess what? You know why? Because they're people, just like me and you. They're people. If I decided to apply for the police force, would you treat me the same, or would you treat me like a criminal? Yeah. I've been dealing with, you know, the situation of trying to keep to myself, and it's very hard, especially if you live in it. I'm trying to have peace. I'm trying to have quiet time. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be bothered by nobody. I like peace and quiet. Oh my God. When I got into that jail cell, they do their procedures. They strip you down naked. They make you cough and open your ass. They do all that. I don't care. I'm going to tell you like this. Broward County Jail. I went there. They cannot use nothing against me. They cannot say whatever, because I didn't sign anything saying, oh, you're not supposed to talk about what happened to you. I can talk about whatever I want to talk about and express myself in any manner that is okay. As long as I don't say nobody's name. All right? So I'm in jail. Now, I'm going to tell you like this. The jailhouse, you know, everybody know what it is. Jailhouses are what it is. But they're nasty as fuck. They don't give you a toothbrush to brush your teeth because they know you're going to only be in there for 24 hours. So it's a 24-hour holding. And I went in there in the holding part. That's the first thing you go in. They do the picture shots, they do the fingerprints, all that stuff. They don't realize once you put stuff like this on somebody's record, it's hard for them to get a job, because everybody's doing background checks. And people are very, very, very judgmental. So if you try to apply for a job, they're gonna like, oh, you got a record, I don't want to hire you. You know what I'm saying? It's hard enough trying to survive in this country, because this country, and I'm gonna say it out loud, because I say what's on my mind. This country is spoiled. This country is spoiled and greedy for money. Yeah, they will do by any means. This country is spoiled and greedy for money. And I don't care for money. I really don't. I don't care for money, even though I know I need it to survive. I don't care for money. So the jail's house, I honestly feel like this. With the jail cells being as nasty as they are, there was one woman in there who woke up, her eyes were red and runny. Her nose was running, she was coughing, she said her throat hurt. And she told one of the officers about it, but they didn't do anything. So it's kind of nasty to, well, I say it's gross that we get arrested, we get put in a cell that has who knows what kind of bacteria or disease in it. And then we come out within 24 hours, and who knows what we're bringing out. We don't shower. I wouldn't want to shower in that shit anyways, because they don't clean it. They have they don't clean it. It's nasty. It's like gross. And then, you know, well, we already know that you have to take a shit and piss in front of people. That's even nastier. I was trying to hold my water. I wasn't trying to eat. It was peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. It was nasty food out the can. And it's like, if the sales are nasty, who to say the cafeteria is not nasty? You know what I'm saying? But I'm a resilient person. I am a resilient person. I'm not gonna let nobody put me in a hole or break me. You know what I'm saying? When I was being released from the jail cell, there was like 3 other women, or no, 2 other women that I talked to that's kind of told me their stories a little bit. One lady told me that she got arrested because she called the police. And it was her birthday. She called the police the night of, and they didn't come till early morning, like 6, 7 in the morning. She said her boyfriend was beating on her, right? So I guess he made it seem like she was beating on him too. So he went to jail and she went to jail. So it's like, oh my God. And it's like, if you call the police for anything, they don't really give a shit. They just go by what you know, what you say. Or it's crazy. And when she told me that situation, it sounded like how I went through with my kid's father. So I kind of understood what she was going through. And another lady said she was visiting Florida for the holidays because, you know, it's wintertime. And she was coming down to see friends that she haven't seen in a long time. She pulled over in the parking lot, and her friends were in the she pulled over in the parking lot, and her friends were in the they live like near, no, I don't know how far they live, but she was sleeping in the parking lot. It was like a grocery store parking lot, and she was in the back seat. He said someone woke her up and called paramedics and pulled her out. And she said the police officer pulled her out the car and pushed her up against the vehicle and arrested her. I guess because she was trespassing on the property, because some parking lots don't let you sleep in their parking lot. And there are some parking lots that have a business that do let you sleep in their parking lot because they understand the situation. So she got arrested for, now she said it was her first time being arrested. I'm like, yeah. I said, welcome to Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, welcome to Fort Lauderdale. I honestly, so when I got let out from jail, I was so happy to be gone out of that shit. The sheriff said that this is a dirty game. I'm like, yeah, we already know that. Like, who doesn't know that? Like, it's been like that for years. It's always going to be like that for years. It's the constant thing. It's this continuous cycle of the same shit. No matter what you do, no matter what you don't do. And it's crazy, though, how people give police officers the upper hand or the right of way or whatever. Just because you have on that uniform doesn't mean it gives you the right to do whatever you want. You think you have power, but you don't. God is in control of everything. God can take everything that you have in your possession away from you in a split second. So don't think you're in control, because you're not. You're not. That's why that's why people put the uniform on. I really think, I don't know if police officers use their body cams. I really don't know. They should be using their body cams so they can back up what they're saying. But it's all about money. Money, money, money. And when I got out of jail, a week later, I get nothing but mail, a bunch of mail packets. No, not mail packets. Yeah, mail packets, whatever. In the mail about lawyer defenders. I'm like, yo, I do not need a lawyer to defend me, because I don't trust the system. I'm going to defend myself. My car right now, he's telling me I was speeding in my car. My car doesn't have brakes on it. You get what I'm saying? My car does not have brakes on it at all. So how was I speeding? If I was to speed in that car, I would have gotten into an accident. And I'm not trying to risk my life or my children's life in that car accident. It's crazy though. Like, my car has no brakes on it. And I've been trying to get my car fixed for the longest. I went to Pet Boys, today? They said they're backed up with vehicles, and then the vehicles that are there, they're just sitting in the yard, in the parking lot. They're not touched. They haven't been touched yet. So it's based on a first come first serve. So, and they don't do appointments. And I'm like, yikes. And the only person I go to is Pet Boys, because they're good at what they do. Once you go down and they get your car fixed, you don't have to go back. Now, if I went to anybody else to get my car fixed, my car would have kept repeating the same thing, because some people like to kind of fix your car just so you can come back and get it fixed so they can make the money. I only go to Pet Boys. I never have to go back for the same issue ever. So I just wanted to be heard about my situation, because I feel like it was unfair, and it's just making me look like the bad guy when I'm not the bad guy at all. I don't want nobody to be labeled as a bad guy. I don't want nobody to be labeled as a criminal or anything like that, because based on their appearance, you know. I choose freedom. I choose freedom over anything. Freedom comes first. Freedom first and always. I don't choose money. I don't choose money. I rather have my freedom. I have the freedom to get up in the morning, come outside, and feel the air on my skin, and talk to family, and get to go places, and travel the world, and just the feeling of it. I choose freedom. Money, I don't care for money. If it was up to me, I would live like the Indian Native Americans, how they used to have the tents of, you know, just tents, whatever, making their own fires, go hunt for wood, go hunt for food. I would do that. I would most definitely do that. That would be my go-to therapy. Yeah. I never hunted for food, but like animals and stuff, or cleaned it out, but I would do it. That would be something I would like to do. Now, I don't know if you can hear that, right? Sirens. I told that police officer, yo, I live in the hood. That's all you hear, right? You see? I ain't lying. I don't have to lie. One thing I noticed too about police officers, they lie a lot. So I look at it like this. If a police officer is always lying because he's weak and he's scared. That's why he got that uniform on. Because he's weak and he's scared. I'm not weak and I'm not scared. And if y'all take this offensive, get out your feelings. Y'all grown. Y'all adults. Get out your feelings. And then two, stop laughing at other people's suffering. Just because you have a uniform on, or you're just people in general. If you laugh at somebody else's suffering, don't do that. That's not nice. That's not okay. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know how they feel. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might just need a hug, you know, or say hi, and, you know, all that stuff. Don't mistreat people. Mistreatment, I don't like that. Don't mistreat people. Mistreating people, yeah, that's not okay. I really feel like this world is just what it is. Will it change and be better? Hopefully it will. But yeah. I think I've said what I needed to say, and I wanted to be heard. I have court hearing. I don't know when, because they haven't sent me a letter yet. And then the website I go on, when I go on it, it jumps me right off of it. And then when I call, they don't answer really. So it is what it is. It's like some people don't want to be bothered when they're at work, but you know, what can you do? All right, so I am back to me. I am who I am as a person. I'm not gonna let nobody put me in the hole or push me down in the ground because they're not okay with themselves. I'm getting tired of miserable people. I really am. I understand you going through something, but don't take it out on nobody. Don't take it out on nobody. Start wearing that uniform better than what y'all wearing it. Because all y'all do is lie. And do shady stuff. You don't have honor. You don't have honor in what you do. You don't. Because if you lie and you do what you do, and they let these police officers get away with what they want to get away with, because it's a system. Once you become a part of the system, we got your back. That's how it is with the system. You know, you can't do anything about telling these people what's right and wrong. people don't go by the book anymore. So yeah, I'm tired of being sick and tired of the system. I just want to go somewhere where it's just me and nature, no people, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, I think I said what I had to say. I think I said what I had to say. I think I said what I had to say. So that was my update. That's what's been going on with me. I've been dealing with crooked people. I've been dealing with miserable people. So I hope you guys enjoy your day, your night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Yeah, and then I'm gonna go back in the house and finish working on me and keep working on me. And I'm gonna try to pick up the camera a little bit more, but I'll be tired, very tired. So I'm gonna do my best with that. So see you guys later and take care.